All right, you guys, we talk all the time about how food busts our budget. I know it does mine. It does so many people. So I brought Jenna Waters back. You're back.
Yeah, it's so fun to be back. Thanks for having me.
And we're going to walk through multiple ways that you can save money at the grocery depending on what you're buying. And then at the end, we're actually going to make a meal together that's really budget friendly. So I'm really excited. And Jenna, you're a mom of 3, expecting number 4.
Expecting number 4.
Congratulations.
Food is important in our house, so it has to be good and healthy, but definitely within the budget.
I love it.
There's lots of hungry mouths.
Yes. Okay. So starting off, some great places to save.
So starting off, I always find that we want to find this balance between health and budget. I feel like those are the major variables, but yet still for it to be convenient. And so there are a lot of different brands that we could go to, but a lot of the health food brands, even though they're great, they're really expensive.
Yep.
So finding creative ways to find that middle of the road, I think is really essential to balancing the health budget at home.
So good.
So one place I love to think about in the grocery store is that middle section. Things like sauces, condiments, marinades.
Which is my favorite.
Yes.
I love a good condiment.
That's
I
right.
really do.
Lots
It's so
of
good.
flavor.
Yes.
And those are essential for good cooking, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we want the good stuff, but at the right price. So one great example of that is salad dressings. So just a generic brand name salad dressing can be upwards of $3.50 to $4 for like a 16-ounce bottle. But oftentimes, pretty much every salad dressing in the grocery store is gonna be made with things like canola oil and soybean oil, which are not the healthiest oils for us. So to find a good quality dressing that has olive oil or avocado oil in it, you're gonna pay a lot of money.
Yep.
And so making our own blend at home, which is literally just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, our homemade herb blend, and some water is less than $2. And it takes 30 seconds just to whip it up really, really fast.
So quick. Okay, so you know this about me because I feel like I've told you, like cooking always is a little intimidating. I'm not like naturally the best.
Sure.
And so making salad dressing, people would say that. And I kind of was intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And I
it feels
found one easy thing. And now I don't even use measuring cups. I just let the spirit lead. And I can shake, and it's so good. So like, that's the one place I literally am like, it was a little intimidating, but it worked. So $2, you guys, $2 for salad dressing versus like $8.
And
so,
I find the same things with myself. Like when people started mentioning making your own almond milk, I was like, I don't have time for that.
Yes.
But then once we started doing it, and it takes literally 30 seconds after that first initial try, it makes so much difference. So some other categories in that middle of the grocery store would be things like peanut butter. A good organic brand of peanut butter for 16 ounces can be upwards of $4, which isn't so bad.
Yep.
But knowing that that also has things in it, additives and such, there's a great brand at Costco for $5. Their brand is just Valencia peanuts, which is the best peanuts that we can buy.
Okay.
And also just salt. Mayonnaise is another great example. So a small bottle of that is about $2 for a little container of it.
Even like the cheap stuff.
Yeah, the cheap stuff that we don't want. But the step up, the healthier version can be $10 for a little container. And so some places that we like to find it would be Costco, Thrive Market, which is an online store. Yes, that's a great money savings area. The other section to consider kind of budget and brands would be freezer. This bag right here is $3.30. But if you just get 2 sweet potatoes, some olive oil or avocado oil, some sea salt, this can be $1 or $2.
Yes. And that's the thing is like saving your like $3, $4 here or there doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up over time when you do that over multiple things.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so frozen fruits. I've heard rumors.
Yes.
All about the frozen fruit. So tell me the truth, Jenna.
Yes.
Good, cheap, bad. What is it?
Frozen fruits can be awesome, particularly when a fruit is not in season, like strawberries in the fall and winter, obviously not in season. So you're gonna pay a premium for the fresh version of those.
Okay.
If you buy the freezer version, most of the time these are picked at peak ripeness, so they're optimal nutrition.
I mean, this is a lot of strawberries.
That's a lot of strawberries, totally. It's 4 pounds for $10, whereas just a little pint or container could be easily $5 or $6.
And Jenna, I'm gonna confess to you. This is like the one place, like it ends up being strawberries in our house. I don't know why.
Yes.
That we end up throwing out. And it kills me. I'm like, oh my gosh, but the frozen.
Yes,
right?
You just pull out what you need.
I know,
absolutely.
That's so good.
And we love these for like on top of waffles or pancakes. It's kind of like a mock syrup.
And it's less expensive when they're not in season. So.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you mentioned almond milk earlier. I'm intimidated. Like when you said homemade almond milk, I was like, what? Okay, so
yeah, it can
talk me through it.
It can feel daunting for sure, but it's literally the easiest thing ever. So an organic kind of unsweetened almond milk is upwards of $3 to $4 for 64 ounces. This if this is just 2 cups of almonds and water, you would just blend this up, put fresh water in it. 64 ounces is $2.
Okay.
So that's one example of a staple item that you can easily make yourself.
Okay, guys, don't be intimidated. No, it's a little intimidating. Don't be. Wait till the end of the show, and we're gonna have a place that you can get all these recipes that we're talking about homemade. Oh, it's so good. Love it. I'm really excited about it. I might make homemade almond milk.
It might be a thing.
You never know.
It might be a thing that
you
we try.
never know.
Yeah. So I often say that if we do want to buy name brand things or ingredients that are more expensive, staples are a great place to spend that extra money. So things like salt, this little container just from the generic grocery store is $9, whereas a large container from Costco was $11.
Yep,
so
that's great. So
homemade herb blends are another place that we can save money. A lot of those organic herbs in the single containers can be very expensive, but when we buy herbs, dried herbs in bulk, we can do that. And fresh herbs, I'm not exactly a plant lady, but if you can just throw some little plants in a pot, this right here would probably be $1.99 at the grocery store versus if you just bought the stalks. But if you bought the plant, you're gonna it's a couple dollars and it keeps growing for you.
So good. Okay, so we're gonna dive in and make.
So we're gonna do a
great
recipe.
meal.
Yep, so we're gonna make Greek chicken kebabs. This is one of our all-time favorite summer foods.
So good. Okay, so avocado oil.
So we have 2 cups of avocado oil. This is just a cup of white vinegar.
Okay, I'll be the stirrer.
That sounds good. And then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of minced garlic.
Okay.
And then this is just dried mint. And then we're gonna do lemon juice. Lemon is the acidic component, which is gonna help tenderize the chicken.
Okay.
And then this is our homemade ranch seasoning. I'm gonna reach for this.
Okay, so what's that?
This is like chives, garlic powder, onion powder, and this is a blend that I make at home. Okay. So I would put the chicken in this bag and then just pour the marinade in here, kind of mix it up, let it marinate up to overnight, but a few hours would be fine. Okay. And then we'll put it on skewers and grill it, and it makes the most tender, juicy, flavorful chicken kebab.
So
it's delicious.
Oh, that's so good.
It's so good.
Up next is a salad.
Yes, this is our garbanzo Greek salad. Okay. So a lot of good protein, a lot of good veggies. These are our garbanzo beans,
some onion,
red onion, tomatoes, some bell peppers, the cucumbers, and the feta. And then if you want to grab the dressing and pour that over, then we're just gonna mix it all together.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So even the kids tend to love that.
Yes, okay. I'm spying a little kids thing.
Yeah, this is a great example of kind of brand name. These carrots right here are much more expensive because they're already peeled and cut than if you bought a bag of whole carrots. Literally 2 pounds of this is the same price as 1 pound of the small carrots.
Oh, wow.
And these are actually more nutritionally dense. So again, a few extra seconds, peeling, chopping, can be a great addition to a kid's lunch. These little guacamole packets are also really good because we go through a lot of wasted, rotten avocados in our house.
Like you were just at my house. Literally last night I put 5 in. And one of them was growing something on the side. Yeah. And I was like, my gosh. And like Winston hates to waste food. He always is like, we throw away so much. Like it's been in this conversation in our house because it happens all the time. So all that to say, things that go bad so quickly, like avocado, that's great.
So this turkey breast option is really great for kids' lunches or even our lunches on top of a salad or in a wrap or something like that. This one I bought from Costco just as a whole turkey breast. And I just take it home and chop it myself, stick some in the freezer, but it's $3.99 a pound versus if we were to find a really good brand turkey breast at the grocery store in the deli, it can be $10 to $11 a pound easy.
Totally. Yes. Such a great way. Jenna, thank you. You seriously bring so much wisdom to this part of our lives. We're so thankful for you. Where can everyone find you?
So on my website is jennawaters.com. My Instagram is Jenna Waters Nutrition. So I'm usually on there in some way, shape, or form.
Now you're cooking, doing good stories.
Cooking with the kids on your legs, one on the hip. You know that life.
That's right. So great. Well, you guys, I'm so pumped because everything that we said, homemade, this is homemade, this is homemade, we're going to have the recipes for you. So click the link in the show notes to make sure that you get all these great recipes. Jenna, you're a lifesaver.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming back on.
Thanks, Rachel.
So appreciate it.